Nosy and see how they
Yeah, you could be nosy.
So
don't get it twisted, man. I may not look like Chris Brown, but I do something to the ladies to make them be on the Johnny.
all right.
Yeah, I'm from New York, bro. This is some real life. We doing this for New York. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queens, shout out to Brooklyn, man. Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Elmont Exit 13, bro. 2XB. You know how we rocking, man. You know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Bronx, we ain't forget about you. Staten Island, we repping New York, bro. This ain't we ain't sugarcoating none of this. I think y'all relationship people be doing on YouTube and be frauding, bro. We ain't doing none of that soft shit, bro. Like if I have to smack her, I will smack her. Like if she wanna smack me, she can smack me. That's what type of time we want, bro. I'm from New York, bro. I got that. We talk different. That slang different. You heard? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like don't be sugarcoating shit. Did you fart?
No, I didn't.
Between this and the heat, you wildin'. Can't be doing this shit, B.
All right. So I'm gonna have to bleep all this stuff out.
Punch you in your face, more. And get your teeth out. Hold on. If you want smoke, we got speak out. See what that feet out. Put you in your.
Okay, no more beer for you.
See what? Don't touch my bear. You mad because you can't? Oh, no, you can't. You got a big bad box, man.
No, I'm not fucking playing with you.
You over here cursing, you gonna smack me.
You're pissing me off now.
I said she.
For fucking 3
You
minutes.
farted and you sit here and...
I did not fart.
So who did it? Who did it? Because I'm smelling booty. You gonna sit here and talk.
Probably your fucking breath.
It's not my breath.
Fucking stink ass beer.
I smell fart. I know what that smells, and it's not me. So,
I'ma just.
We gonna sit here and try to have a convo.
All right.
But you wanna sit here and low key fart and then not.
If I farted. No.
Exactly. It's. You probably did fart. You just didn't know. That shit be happening.
You sure your ass ain't?
Nah, I didn't.
I'll tell it then. We met at Cityscapes. He knew who the hell I was already. Creepazoid.
I didn't know until you said your name. It's like, yeah, my name's LiyahMonae. That's why I was like, whoa.
No, you asked me like, wait, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, that was when we was in the car. You're bugging.
TT, and I was like,
but you said
no,
Leah,
and I was like, no. I was like, you probably know me from somewhere, probably Facebook. You was like, wait, you LiyahMonae? I was like, yeah. And then that's when you was like, oh, it was fate. We were supposed to meet, blah, blah, blah. So let's but let's bring it back to that how I even got in his car on the first night of meeting him. Okay.
That's not a good thing to say like that.
Well, we real, honest, and raw. The hell? Ain't no sugarcoating shit. So anyway, I was at Cityscapes. I was a bottle waitress. I was with my god sister, and we ended.
TT's really your god sister?
Yeah.
Oh sure.
That shit really stinks. Oh my god. We went. She came with me to work that night or whatever, and I ended up getting there late, so it's like the night was kind of basically over in a way. He was in a section, like, I seen him the whole entire night. He had on, like, this bright orange Nike something, like, sweater.
It was Adidas.
Oh,
it was Adidas,
well, whatever. He had it on, so the whole night, he's very hyperactive. Like, if anybody has him on social media or knows him in real life, you know him. He's hyper fucking active. So, the whole night, like, as a bottle waitress, you walk around, you make sure who needs bottles, etc., etc. So he stopped me, and off the rip, like, I was talking to somebody else at the time in Atlanta, so I kind of really wasn't interested in meeting anybody. But you know, as a girl nowadays, you just be like, all right, hey, you can just have my number. Like, you know, you're not gonna text that person, you're probably gonna block their number. It's just to shut them up. So when he stopped me, he's like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, Leah. He's like, oh, okay. So he's like, I remember exactly. I had my hair in like a deep part and like a ponytail, like a swoop, and then a low ponytail. He was like, you smell good. I was like, thank you. And then he was like, oh, your hair smells good. I was like, is it supposed to stink or whatever? And it was like a little hee hee ha ha moment. Then it went from there. I don't remember what else was said. Then we like exchanged numbers, and that was that. And then I kept walking around. So then the whole night, like for the rest of the night, it was like maybe like a half an hour left before the club closed. We just kept like bumping into each other, and it was just like, okay, cool, blah blah blah. That was it. Went outside. Now me and TT, we was waiting for a cab, and there were so many people outside, so many people calling cabs. So it was like cabs were here for certain people, blah blah blah. So couldn't find one. It was this guy. he was drunk and he's with his friend and he just kept trying to talk to me and TT, and it was just so annoying. Like, so he was going out because they have a food truck in the back. Shout out to Cityscapes, the cook at Cityscapes. Food is shit mad good. He gave me like this look, like you good kind of thing, and I was like, yeah, like no, I'm fine. Then he went in the back, I guess, got his food, blah blah blah. So the guy is still bothering us while we're trying to catch a cab. It's like almost 4 in, or it might have been like 4 in, whatever. Then on his way coming back, I guess, getting ready to leave, we locked eyes again. He kind of gave me that you good before I dip, and I was just like, I gave him like the save me kind of look, and then he just came, he put his arm around me, and I think around TT, and then he walked us, we went into the car. That was that. The whole ride there to TT's house, we dropped her off first, and he was just playing his music, all that stuff, and it was just like a calm ride, whatever. I'm like, okay, he's cool, okay, whatever. Dropped her home. So as soon as she got to her door, we waited. That's when he turned to me and he was like, you look familiar. So when somebody say that, you be a little worried, because it be like, fuck you mean I look familiar? Like, you just
said the F word.
I'm gonna tune it, I'm gonna bleep it out. It just be like what you mean? Like, I look familiar. Like, then he was like, oh, you Leah, and I was like, yeah, okay. He's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, it was supposed to meet. At this point, I was hungry, so I was gonna go. I was like, all right, so just take me to McDonald's, which is like right around the corner from TT house, and I was gonna wait for my food, all that stuff. Now, I didn't get my McDonald's because the whole time I was awkward. He was more so like him. So he just like kept talking to me, kept smiling, and I was just like really just awkward because I don't know why, I didn't know him, so it was kind of like I was like standoffish. So I was like, you know what, forget it. We don't gotta get the McDonald's. You can just take me home. So he took me home, and then when he got out the car, he like I don't know if he was going in for like I don't know what he was going in for, but I wasn't gonna hug him. I wasn't gonna do any of that. It was just like a real like, all right, thanks. I'll text you. Like, text me when you get home. Yeah, and I think I kissed him on his cheek. I don't remember, but whatever. That was that. I just told him, text me when you get home. He texted me, got home. We spoke for like 5 minutes, and I went to sleep. After that, this is in the beginning of October. So the whole entire October, we would text here and there. Like, I wouldn't really write him back, but he would always be like, hey, like, let's go out, blah, 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 let's go on a date. And I used to just dub it all the time. Like, I, like, not really, like, no. It was kind of like I try to, like, ease my way into it, and I'll just start replying. So that was that. The end of October, my phone broke, so I ended up going in the shop. And one day, I was like, let me go on my computer, let me go on Facebook, let me see. And now, mind you, I had him on Facebook since, like, 2012. I didn't know that. Like, didn't know that. So I ended up seeing he wrote me on Facebook, and he blew my Facebook up. And it just so happened that I ended up replying. He wrote me that same day that I went on Facebook. I ended up replying. He wrote me back maybe, like, 10 minutes later and was like, come out with me tonight. And I was like, no, blah, 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 like, my phone's in the shop, this, that, and third. He was like, don't worry about it. I'm like, no, like, I spent all my money putting my phone in the shop. He's like, you don't need it, just come out with me. I just like, nah. And then, I don't know what it was, something was just like, girl, just go out. Like, you don't ever go out, you don't ever do anything. And I was like, no, fuck it. He's like, all right, be ready at this time, blah, blah, blah. So I got ready, and he came, we went, and as soon as I got into the car, I remember I had on this, like, this dress that my sister had made. It was like a tight, what the fuck is the material?
I don't remember this shit.
I remember everything. It was like this really nice, like, bustier, like, 'cause I have no boobs. So I had like this really nice, like, top, and it was like connected with the dress, and it was just really nice. And then my hair was in curls and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I just remember I got into the car, and he just kept staring at me, smiling. So now for me, that was weird because I've never had like that type of affection. So for me, it was like really, really weird. And I was like blushing on the low, but it was like weird. So I remember playing Rihanna. That kiss it better, baby. That's my shit. And he was just smiling and laughing the whole time on our way to where we were going. Because at the time he was DJing. So we got to the club. And it was just like a chill night or whatever. He was on set doing whatever he does, blah, blah, blah. After he came down, we both were sitting down. He put me on to, like, I was already kind of drinking the Henny, but not as much as I drunk it after meeting him. He put me on to, like, Henny, like, to cranberry and Red Bull together with it bomb. Like, he had got me a drink. He had got himself a drink. I think I drank both of our drinks, like, and then hookah. So this is how a kiss came into the matter. Cause he was slick. He was slick, and it was like for me it was cute, but it was like you're so corny. We were doing the hookah thing. So you know when you smoke weed, you do like the gunshot thing. It's like
It's a shotgun.
Oh,
Get it right. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what the hell I mean. So he kind of did that, and it was like unexpected. He kissed me like at the end of it, and it was like a spark flew. At that moment, that's when I knew like, okay, no, I like him.
At that moment, she fucked up.
So it was like, all right. So the whole night it was cool, blah blah blah. I ended up going home with him that night. We did not have sex, nothing like that. Like that whole night, we basically like we just let each other know like, okay, yeah, I do talk to somebody. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I talk to somebody, but it's not nothing that's like extremely serious.
We ain't gonna continue more stories about me.
So yeah, we not. But we know we gotta be real and raw. We just not gonna be too raw.
I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot.
So we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
You've been talking too damn much.
No, I'm almost done. So basically, from that day on, like we were with each other almost every day. Like it was kind of like we had
not every day because I was
almost. I just said almost every day we were with each other. See, he was not 100% honest on his behalf.
I lie. I've lied very good.
So
super good.
The girl that was supposedly he was talking to was really his girlfriend. I'm smiling about it.
I'm not smiling.
I didn't find that out until like January. Mind you, we didn't like start talking.
She cried about it
until like the end of October. So at this point, I like developed feelings for him. Blah blah blah.
What about the girl I left? What about my ex that I left for you?
This is the same person.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying you was like, "Wow, you're crazy." Lala.
Okay, but we have to get into that point. So pretty much,
y'all love my tattoos.
So pretty much, it was like we went through like hell and back. Like I'm surprised we're even still together. Like that's how real it is.
You passed the test already.
I passed the test.
Yes,
nigga.
It's a big test to be with Tony Got Moves. It's not nothing against you. It's just a lot that a female has to put up for me to be like, damn, like you really done been through my whole bullshit and accept me for who I am and all of that. It takes a lot because I do some real fucked up shit and I don't mean to do fucked up shit.
And most girls look at it like, you're so stupid. To me, like honestly, it was like I invested so much time into him and to like our whole situation to where it was like it was hard for me to be like, you know what, fuck him, I'm out, I'm done. It was hard. Like I tried.
It happens.
Right. And everything that we went through, it kind of made it for the better in a way. Because I mean, like, look where we are now. We're good.
We're not good until it's negative.
Leave me alone. So pretty much.
She got a potato head.
So pretty much that's like the gist of like how our relationship went. We're not gonna get too in depth with every little thing.
You understand?
We'll just say it was basically from 2016.
Yeah, my balls stink.
Basically the gist of how the hell we met and how our relationship came about.